Today at Ibrox, Aberdeen are aiming for 8 straight victories and we continue our march towards a third place finish in the Scottish Premiership. Let's put it into context for you. This is how the table looks going into today's game. Celtic travel to Hearts. Kick-off in that game is only 15 minutes away. We will keep an eye on it as we are on air. We know what we need to do. We need to maintain this winning level and continue our march towards Europe. Hi everybody, good afternoon. A very warm welcome to Ali Beg ABTV this Sunday afternoon. How are you? So this is the preview show ahead of today's big game at Ibrox. So what I want to do today is quite simply open it to you, the fans, to have your say. Tell us what you're thinking, tell us your thoughts. The team news is in. Let's get to that straight away because Barry Robson, who takes charge officially for his first game in charge as Aberdeen manager, he's had to make a change. Unfortunately, the skipper Ross McCrory is out injured, which means that Hayden Coulson comes in. So it's just the one forced change. It means that Johnny Hayes skippers the side today. So I've put together what I think roughly will be a formation. Tell me what you think about this. Will we go 3 at the back or will we go with a flat back 4 with possibly Matty Pollock filling in for Ross McCrory? Liam Scales and Angus MacDonald to play as the centre-backs with then Hayden to play in that left role. If we're in possession, I expect them to get forward. When we're not in possession, I expect Hayden and Matty to drop back as our full-backs. Johnny in the middle beside Leighton, Ramadani in his usual position. I've got a feeling Ryan Duncan will play sort of in a triangle sort of formation just in that hole behind Duke, who will filter in around the left-hand side with Bojan playing up front on his own. So that's what I think roughly could be today's formation. Let me know what you think. This is what the manager had to say. The arena where the pressure is on, where it's hostile, where they will come after you, and that's what the game is. That's where you need to be as a player. Your mindset as a player, don't fear it. You might come up against better players, whatever league you are in, but you've got to try and embrace it. He went on to say, go and enjoy it. Enjoy the cauldron of atmosphere when you're a young player and you're coming into the game. That's where you want to play, in the big arenas. So that's what Barry had to say ahead of today's big game. So this is where I am at with today's game. Just basically show no fear, as Barry has reiterated in his press conferences when he spoke on Thursday. I think if we can maintain the same sort of level that we maintained in the second half against Rangers at Pittodrie, I don't think we'll have any issues today. I think if we can unsettle them quite quickly, because they'll have key players missing today, I think the crowd will get on their back very quickly. And I think the crowd will become hostile, which will make them edgy and nervous. So I think if we can get on the front foot quite quickly, get early balls into the box, get Duke running at them, as I continue to say, I think we can cause them no end of issues. I think they're in disarray at the moment, and I think the fans are ready to turn on them big time. So I think if they don't get off to a good start today, they will turn, and it's going to be very difficult for them. So let's get down to business, lads. Let's absolutely do this today. Let's bring you some stats ahead of the game. So did you know the Dons have won their last 7 league games, the longest ongoing such run in the Scottish Premiership, and our longest overall since September 2015, when we won 8 games in succession. Rangers are unbeaten in their last 8 home league games against Aberdeen, winning 6 and drawing 2. The last time we beat them was a 1-0 defeat back in December 2018. Aberdeen's Leighton Clarkson has 7 Premiership assists this season, including 5 in his last 6 appearances. He's got a big game to play today. You won't be surprised that John Beaton is the referee. Steve Kirkland is on VAR duties. So that's where we are at. I think if Leighton Clarkson can play a little bit further forward, as he has been doing more recently. And again, just use the vision. I think they could be in for a torrid afternoon today. So that's where we're at. We've got a couple more bits and pieces to come a little bit later. But first and foremost, let's get your thoughts onto the channel. Let's see how you all are ahead of today's big game. Oh, brilliant. Nearly 100 people on today. Fantastic. Can't be bothered has said, we have to test their keeper ASAP. I agree. Kaiser is saying, no Ross today. That's a big blow. I agree. It is a big blow. Wayne Cameron, good afternoon to everybody. Let's get heed first into them this afternoon. Scott W. has also wished everyone a good afternoon. I hope we're ready to see the boys pick up 3 points. Can't be bothered has gone on to say, take it Hayes will be on the right with McCrory out. So I suggested that I think that Matty Pollock will fill in that role with Angus and Hayden being the central defensive partnership, with Hayden then going into what is normally Liam Scales' position and then Johnny to play just in front of him. That's what I think. If you disagree, then of course, let me know. Bill W. has said, aye, aye, mannies and wifeys. Hope you're all keeping well. Straight into them from the first whistle. Come on, you Reds. Kaiser, Coulson in for McCrory. Yes, sir. The Mad Ferret. Like in Reds. Scott W. Celtic will have the title wrapped up by half-time. I can't see them having any issues at Tynecastle today, I have to be honest. Phil McLean is working today, but I'll be keeping a close eye on it. Come on, you Reds, he said. Kaiser has said, Rangers will be full out to beat us today. That's for sure. I agree. They absolutely will. Tavis Thompson, why is Ross McCrory playing in goals for Rangers? What? Paul Ricci has said, feel so good about today. Scott W. has said, if Celtic beat Hearts today, we'll have third wrapped up by 5. Erica Mitchell is wishing everybody a good evening. Hopefully 3 points against Sevco today. Suze has said that she's quietly confident. Andrew has said, Captain Hayes. Suze has said they'll be all over Duke today. Yep, they will. Hayden Ritchie has said, feed the Duke. Kaiser is saying we need to keep the head for Sevco today. Bill W. has said, I love it when they say Duke. Scott W. I think we'll see Hayes on the right of midfield. Coulson will push up on the left, leaving 3 at the back. 5 in midfield. When defending, both Hayes and Coulson will drop back, making a back 5. Okay, I can definitely see that. Kevin Ledge, hi Kevin. Come on you Reds, Peterhead and Fraserburgh Supporters Club. We can do this. Just left Tallcross Bowling Club. So to everybody that's going today, all the Aberdeen fans, have a safe trip today. Be safe inside there. Jude has said, real blow that we've lost both captains. Hadn't heard McCrory was a doubt. 3 points would be superb, but I'd take a draw. Stephen Morrison is predicting a 3-1 win to the famous Dandies today. Come on, you Reds, he says. John McDonald. John, can you do me a massive favour, please? Can you DM me? Because I know that you recently joined the membership scheme. I would like to catch up with you, please. So if you can, please DM me. He says, greetings from Canberra. Come on, you Reds. Can't be bothered has said they'll not be happy with Beale. Heard him on the radio admitting we are one of their big rivals. Sorry, Kaiser, I can't say stuff like that, mate. Stephen Rennie has says, get into them. 100% get into them. Andy M has said, we won't change the shape because of one player. It could easily be Coulson at right wing back, keeping Johnny as is. 33 and third, hello from Dublin. I'll be watching and hopefully we'll give them another doing. Ian Stevenson, 1903, says, come on Aberdeen, get into them. Greg Allen is also on. Yilmaz and King will be the next point. Hopefully Duke can take advantage. John Grant is here. Hi John, how are you? Come on you Reds, on the front foot and make sure we take our chances. Ewan Grant is here. Hi Ewan, good morning to you or good afternoon. Interesting dynamic with Celtic and Hearts today. I think if Celtic win, as you said, their fans may not give them the backing they are used to there. Feed the Duke. So as it stands, that's all the comments that have come in. Keep the comments coming in. I'm going to try and do roughly 20 minutes or so today. So a couple of things that I wanted to just clear up. So if you were watching the the show that I did midweek, in regards to the special show that I did, there was a lot of debate about what will happen if we finish third. So there's still confusion, but I've had it now 100% sorted. So, and again, forgive me if I'm teaching you to suck eggs here. So if we finish third and Celtic win the Scottish Cup, we automatically go into what is the final Europa League playoff game. If we win that, we go into the group stages. If we lose, we drop down into what will be the UEFA Conference League. Now, just let me come back in. So, just let me tell you what the other permutations are as well. So, fourth equals Europa Conference qualifying round 3, and fifth is Europa Conference qualifying round 2. So that's just to clear up any confusion that we had during the show last week. Right, let's get back to your comments. Derek Griffiths is on. Good afternoon. Not making any predictions today, as when I do, we always get slaughtered at Ibrox, so come on you Reds. Get into them from the start. Pity about McCrory missing out though. Yeah. Scottish Susie. We need to get into them from the off and pressure McCrory in their goal. Scott W has said, we'll win 2-0 again. He's 100% confident of it. Jossie, 99. Massive game. Hopefully Duke gets back scoring again. We need him and Majowski to do the business today. Right, where was that message that came in earlier about the goalkeeper? Yeah, Travis Thompson. So I get it now. So McCrory in goal for Rangers. So keep those comments coming in. Right, just let me clear a little bit of space here just to get a couple of other bits and pieces in for you. Let me get rid of that, and I'll get rid of that, and then I'll start dragging some stuff in that I want you to have a look at. Bear with me 1 second. Right, so I definitely want to drag that in because we have a rather big show coming up this week, because there's one or two interesting things going on at the football club this week. Okay, there we are. Sorry, that's not that one. So just let me again drag it in. Sorry guys, bear with me. Yeah, okay. So coming up on Thursday, I'm going to be doing what is hopefully a 2-hour special to look back on everything Gothenburg. So I'm going to go on air at 7 o'clock UK time on Thursday, and the aim is to do roughly a 2-hour show. So I'm hoping to bring you some exclusive interviews with fans, former players. I'm absolutely delighted to let you know that former Real Madrid defender Johnny Metgood spoke to me exclusively for AB TV, because I thought it'd be interesting to get it from a Real Madrid perspective. So we'll be hearing from Real Madrid former defender Johnny Metgood. So I really hope you can join me on Thursday to also have your time on the channel and to let us know your memories. At halftime today, we will be doing a live show. So if you want to come and get a fully biased Aberdeen opinion on the opening 45 minutes at Ibrox, I'd be absolutely thrilled if you would come and join us, and we will do our best to get all your comments in as soon as the halftime whistle blows. Right. I'm so looking forward to the Gothenburg show. You've got no idea. Right. So what's the story with third place if Inverness win the cup? Do they get the Europa spot? From what I understand, they will. Bill W, another Scales wonder goal would do, wouldn't it just? Suze is asking, are they doing PPV today? I can't see anything. I think they are, but I'm not 100% sure. I saw a tweet about it earlier this morning. Okay. Yeah, so the Mad Ferret is saying no PPV today, unfortunately. DM has said, hello, Dandies. Win today. Love your shows, Ali. All the best. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that comment. Some of you are already looking forward to Thursday night. Honestly, it's going to be such a good show. I'm so busy putting stuff together at the moment. I'm really hoping you can come and join us then. Crypto Kev has said, hello Dandies, would be more than happy with a draw today. Matthew Collar's on. Hi Matthew, how are you? Hope you're okay. Come on you Reds. Kaiser said Tavernier definitely getting his penalty today. Matthew Collar's predicting a Dons win today. Here we go. So Grant Stewart, the PPV is available via Rangers TV at $9.99. Stephen Lyle is on. Hi Stephen, how you doing? A win today. They are there for the taking. Kaiser has said, I never wanted Celtic to win as much as I do today. I don't think they'll have any issues. I really don't. Okay, I'm going to drag one more thing in for you while we are here. Because as you know, I love my history in the football club, and there's a couple of interesting things happened on this day in our history. So first and foremost, back in 1987, former Aberdeen defender Mark Reynolds was born. Mark played 237 games for the club, scoring 7 goals. And of course, he was part of our 2014 Scottish League Cup winning side. Now, who remembers this? Back in 1985, in what was one of the most remarkable comebacks ever seen at Pittodrie, Aberdeen's youth team beat Celtic 5-3 after extra time to win the BP Youth Cup. With only 25 minutes left in the game, the Young Dons trailed 3-0. It was one of the most astonishing performances of any Aberdeen team seen at Pittodrie. And what's really interesting about that game, so if you go on to what is my old blog page, where I've got the old written interviews, I did a blog with a chap called Rob McRob, who was a mainstay in Aberdeen's youth teams and reserve teams during that period. And I did a blog with him. And I also spoke to Derek White, our former captain, who so happened to be Celtic's captain that night as well. And it just made for a really interesting read. And Rob told me that at half-time, when the boys came in at half-time, that the door to the dressing room nearly came off its hinges because Sir Alex Ferguson walked in, told Teddy Scott, told Willie Garner to sort of take a back seat because Willie and Teddy were in charge of the team at the time, and Sir Alex Ferguson gave them the hairdryer treatment. And Rob said that it was one of the most scariest experiences of his life. But whatever was said in that dressing room, it obviously had the desired effect, because the boys quite remarkably went on to get it back to 3-3, get it into extra time, and then go and win the game after extra time 5-3. It also sticks in my memory because I desperately wanted to go to that game, but I wasn't allowed to. My mother and father had to go away for the evening, which meant I had to stay with my grandparents on my mother's side, who had moved up to the village after my grandfather had a stroke, sadly. So they lived in Newborough, just round the corner from us, and we had to go and stay there. And my grandmother refused me to allow to jump on the bus to go to the game. 1985, I would have been 13. I think I was 13. She wouldn't allow it. I was absolutely devastated. Right, let's get back to your comments. Okay. Mod Rossi is on. I said, he's 50-50, but I'm an Aberdeen supporter. Good man, Mod. Jude has said, your Thursday show will set up nicely for the Aberdeen 40th anniversary programme on BBC Scotland channel at 10 o'clock. Perfect. Okay. Matthew Call is saying, Myloon Camdine predicts a 2-1 Dons win. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. The Mad Ferret has said that BP Youth Cup final was unbelievable. Oh, man. I really wish I was there. Bill W has said, looking forward to Thursday now, your show, then the programme on the Beeb, then head up to Pittodrie for the celebrations on Friday. Mod has gone on to say, now Aberdeen are in top form at this moment in time. Right, so how are we doing? Okay, so we've done 20 minutes. Let's have a quick look and see if there's any goals at Hearts. No, only a couple of minutes played, 0-0 there. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, we will be back at half-time. So as soon as the whistle blows, come and join us, have your say on the opening 45 minutes, and we'll just go from kick-off all the way through. So if you can, come and join us. I'd love to have your company at half-time. Right, guys, come on you Reds, come on lads. As we continue to say it, don't leave anything in the dressing room. We are so close to securing third place. You know you can do it. You only did it a few days ago. You showed them how good you were. Go and do it again. See you guys. Good luck to the lads. I'll see you at halftime. Stand free.